First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach, he's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what set them last week resolves itself this time around.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The 34-yard line.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. From the 38 now. Here's second and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
At the 43-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. Play action, it's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Now it's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10.
St. Brown motioning left. To throw is gone. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
33-yard line.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Window closed up there, and it's behind him and incomplete. On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Bates' kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
He'll get this complete to Tillman. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now it's Flacco. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. From the gun, here's Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. There's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Goff now to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
And the Lions 1st down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to be down at at the 35, gain of 7. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the Powell. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field. I don't think he got the call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them still. Me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now 2nd and 9. Flacco. That's caught left side by Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Flacco looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Passing play, Flacco. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st down, Sampson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a gain of 2.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know what the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Ford is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Once more with Ford, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Gibbs. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down. Gone. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return, Carter. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cleveland.
Here's Flacco. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Flacco. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
It's a gain of 10.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Street. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They go pass again with Flacco. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Flacco. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 2 yards brings up 4th and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's the man who missed last year but is back now, J.J. McCarthy. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Seahawks are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's Ray McCloud. He'll take this one in, one of 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons lead it by a touchdown at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a nice return. Sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
To pass, Flacco. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third down and 6. Here's Flacco. Open man, that's Tillman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now 3rd down and 7. The middle they go. Sampson. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
20. Cut.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A toss out right to Gibbs. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
That's another Lions. 1st and 10.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead down to 3 and 13-10.
Lions 10.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, used to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now it's Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job. Defensively, they went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal.
They'll set up to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Give up the middle. Judkins. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Flacco. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Get your muscle up, we have the plyometric. Ran up by the Luxembourg up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, people diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the end, they get the LA. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Lions now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
It's now 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score where they got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
An inside run with Jenkins. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flacco off play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4.
Back to throw. Gone. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
15 yards on the play. That's good.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He was brought down by Isaiah McGuire. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Goff now to throw. That's complete to Laporta. This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Laporta, the tight end, in motion. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Goff throwing again. Looking middle, and that's complete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Read alert. Read 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Cougar 19.
And they will take a knee here.
Six the Eagles.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in